If you can create a form in Google Forms, you can turn that form into a quiz or start by making a form a quiz. You do the same way by clicking on New, going to More, and choosing Google Forms. Or you can go into the template gallery and click on Blank Quiz. It will already be set up with you. If you go this way into Forms and it is just a regular form, make sure you go to the Settings button, click on the Quizzes tab, and do Make This a Quiz. You have a few options in the settings which you can always come back to if you change your mind. How do you want to release the grade? It will be given to the student immediately after they submit the quiz, or you can say later after manual review, and it will collect the student's emails. This is what respondents can see once they get the answers to the question. You can allow them to see what questions they were missed, answered incorrectly, what the correct answer was, and what the point values were. If you do not want your students or participants to see any of these, simply uncheck which ones you don't want them to see. And like I said, you could always change this later. Then click on Save. Just like a regular form, you can title it, and I'll title this Math Quiz. Here it already added, notice, email address. So the students have to put in their email address so they'll be able to receive their responses after you finish with the quiz. With the question types, you have the same question types that you had in a regular form. So just say I'm going to pick multiple choice and make my first question. What is 10 plus 10? I do my answers. Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 30? Is it none of the above? Now, you can do the same things. You can add images that might help for the answers. That's fine. You can do anything that you used to do. You can add a video to the question if you want to embed a video, add an image, add text, anything you want that applied to forms applies here. Another difference is here's the answer key. You have to create an answer key. So when you click on answer key, you can see what it is and you say, okay, mark the correct answer, give it a point value, and if you want to give any kind of feedback that they would see after giving an answer, you can enter it here. So for incorrect answers, you could enter any kind of feedback, including a link to a site explaining why their answer was incorrect, or positive feedback when they get the answer correct. Do you have to do feedback? No, but make sure you save it. It's up to you. You can always edit it. You can always trash it. If in your settings you decide to choose your feedback under quizzes to later after manual review, under responses, once you have your responses, you have two ways to send responses: in the summary form or individually. And individually, you can see the different individual responses. Here it says response 1 and when my score was released, so they already have their score. Click to the next one, score was released. Next one, score not released. And all you have to do is click on release score. If you want to send a message to the person about their score, you can type it in here. And then simply click send emails and release. If you click on the summary view, it's the way to release all the scores at once. If you scroll down and to scores, you can simply click on release scores and it will release all the scores at once. And that's the basics of quizzes.